I just spent an insane amount of money on 5 of the most incredible German Shepherds on the planet. And today, we're going to uncover every single secret about them. We're talking about facts that will absolutely blow your mind, even if you think you know everything about this breed. I have 5 challenges set up, one for each fact. And for every challenge these dogs complete, we're donating $10,000 to a local animal shelter. This isn't just a video about dogs. This is about pushing the limits, seeing what these legendary animals are truly capable of. We brought in the world's best trainers, vets, historians to help us out. And trust me, you are not going to believe what we found out. We're going to dive deep into their secret history, test their genius-level intelligence, and put their famous working skills to the ultimate test. I'm talking about challenges that seem impossible. But for a German Shepherd, it might just be another day at the office. This video has everything. Explosions, safe ones of course, insane obstacle courses, and some of the most heartwarming moments you'll ever see. By the end of this, you'll look at German Shepherds in a completely new way. Alright, for our first fact, we have to go back in time. Most people think German Shepherds just sort of appeared. But that's completely wrong. These dogs were literally designed like a high-performance supercar by one single guy. His name was Max von Stephanitz. In late 19th century Germany, he had a vision. He wasn't just trying to make a good-looking dog. He wanted the ultimate working canine, the perfect four-legged employee. He wanted unparalleled intelligence and versatility. He traveled all over Germany, attending dog shows, visiting farms. He wasn't looking for beauty. He wanted brains, strength, and an unbreakable will to work. He saw many different herding dogs, each good at one thing, but none the complete package. He wanted a dog that could do it all, a canine Swiss Army knife. It was an obsession, a monumental task. Then, one day, he found him. Hector Lynx Rhine, a wolf-like dog. Max bought him on the spot, renamed him Horan von Grafrath, and registered him as the first German Shepherd. You hear people say German Shepherds are smart, but I don't think you understand. They aren't just smart for a dog. They are legitimate geniuses of the animal kingdom. Multiple studies have ranked them in the top 3 most intelligent dog breeds: Border Collie, Poodle, German Shepherd. What does that mean? It means they can learn a new command in fewer than 5 repetitions. 5. Think about how long it takes you to learn a new dance move on TikTok, you know. These dogs are faster. Their intelligence isn't just about learning tricks like sit and stay. It's about their problem-solving ability and their working drive. A German Shepherd doesn't just want to please you. Their brain craves a job. They need to be thinking, analyzing, and accomplishing tasks. If you don't give them a puzzle to solve, they'll invent their own, which usually involves figuring out how to open your refrigerator or escape the backyard. Their minds are constantly running, processing information at a speed that's hard for us to comprehend. This incredible brain power is why they excel in obedience trials and complex training. They don't just memorize the command, they understand the concept behind it. When you tell a German Shepherd to fetch, they're not just running after a ball. They are calculating the trajectory, adjusting for terrain, and planning the most efficient route back to you. It's a series of complex calculations happening in a split second. It's this cognitive ability that makes them so trainable for almost any task imaginable. So we've seen their history, we've tested their genius-level brains. Now, let's talk about their resume. And trust me, it's longer and more impressive than yours. The reason German Shepherds are one of the most popular and respected breeds in the world is their insane versatility. That intelligence and drive we just saw makes them the perfect candidate for some of the most demanding jobs on the planet. They aren't just pets, they are professionals. When you see a police dog on the news, it's almost always a German Shepherd. Intelligence, strength, courage, and loyalty make them the ideal canine officer. They can sniff out drugs. They can track suspects for miles through impossible terrain. And they can protect their human partner with their own life. It's an incredibly dangerous job, performed flawlessly worldwide. But it doesn't stop there. They are elite soldiers in military units. They are heroes in search and rescue teams, climbing over rubble after an earthquake, climbing debris after an avalanche, using their incredible noses to find survivors. A lifeline for people with disabilities, guide dogs for the visually impaired. They can open doors, retrieve medicine, and provide critical support. They even work in therapy, bringing comfort in hospitals, nursing homes, and schools. Their calm presence can lower blood pressure and reduce anxiety. From the battlefield to the hospital bedside, Who else has such a career path? They have more jobs than a person with 3 degrees and a mountain of debt. Alright, we've seen how amazing these dogs are, but with great power comes great responsibility. And in this case, some serious health considerations. This part isn't as flashy, but it's one of the most important things you need to know. For over a century, we've been breeding German Shepherds for specific traits. That iconic sloping back, their strength, their drive. But selective breeding has also led to significant, predictable health problems. It's a tragic irony. The very things that make them powerful athletes can be sources of pain. One of the most common issues is hip and elbow dysplasia, poorly formed ball and socket joints, leading to grinding, pain, and eventually, crippling arthritis. A direct consequence of breeding for a certain look and size. Another devastating condition, degenerative myelopathy, terrifyingly similar to ALS in humans. It starts with hind leg weakness and can lead to paralysis. There is no cure. A genetic ticking time bomb, a shadow over many owners. Average lifespan, 9 to 13 years. A decade of incredible companionship, if we're proactive. Our fourth challenge is a knowledge test for us, and a gift for them. A top veterinarian gives Kaiser a full health screening right now. We're checking x-rays for early dysplasia, running genetic testing for the DM gene, and a full blood panel. Complete the workup and share results. Unlock $10,000 for the shelter's veterinary fund. This brings us to our fifth and final fact, and honestly, this is the most important one of all. We've seen their history, their intelligence, their versatility, their health. But none of that means anything without the final piece, temperament, and their deep need for a human partner. A German Shepherd isn't a dog you can just leave in the backyard. They are intensely loyal, protective, and form a bond with their family stronger than steel. This loyalty is legendary. They will put themselves between you and a threat without hesitation. But that protective instinct can turn into aggression or anxiety if mishandled. Early, consistent socialization is a requirement. Expose them to different people, places, and other animals. They are not couch potatoes. All that energy must go somewhere, or it becomes destruction. We're talking running, hiking, swimming, intense play sessions, every single day. Their body needs to work, but even more, their mind needs to work. Give them jobs, complex training, obedience work, puzzle toys, scent games. Without mental stimulation, they can get depressed. They thrive with purpose beside their human. The secret contract you sign. Be their leader, their partner, their project manager. For our final, most epic challenge, we're combining everything: physical exertion, mental stimulation, and handler bond. First, a half-mile swim across this lake. Second, a 2-mile run through the woods. Finally, a complex obedience and agility course. Perfect communication required. This is it, the culmination of everything we've learned today. The water's cold. Shadow is a powerhouse, legs churning, eyes on the far shore. Endurance. Out of the water, straight into the run, pacing and connection. We did it. 5 facts, 5 insane challenges, and $50,000 raised for a local animal shelter. German Shepherds are living history, designed by a visionary. Certified geniuses, the world's most versatile employees. They carry genetic burdens that require our care, and their greatest need is a dedicated human partner. They need us as much as we need them. Thank you for watching. Hit subscribe. We're always planning the next crazy challenge. Please support your local animal shelter. There are amazing dogs waiting for their partner. Maybe that person is you. See you in the next video.